36 teams began the journey to become champions of Europe when we talk about club football. And of the 36, we've got 8 left as we have our quarter finalists confirmed, having been done with the round of 16. Talking about 16, yes, 16 players dropped from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, or the provisional list, as it were, by Eric Chair. We've got 23 men who will prosecute the World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Will the guys go out there and pick up all 6 points that we need? Time will surely tell. Welcome to Premium Sport right here on PBO TV. Another bumper and fresh package. Well, I'm the amazing Kingsley, and I hope CJ will survive today's one, because I want CJ last week not to put on a red jersey and make his jersey affect his punter's corner of prediction. CJ did not listen. Ladies and gentlemen, the jury is out. CJ fumbled, CJ wumbled, CJ did not do premium justice to his predictions. CJ, what really happened?
I can see for the first time I just got the cameras out to record this moment. Did you plan?
Plan what?
First of all.
CJ, look at the screen. CJ, last week I commended you for having 9 green. Right now I'm looking at CJ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. CJ, you had only 6 greens.
Exactly. The same,
6 out of 12.
The same we go this last week. We're exchanging.
Can you say a champion is chilling?
There's not chilling anything there.
CJ, you're supposed to improve.
There's nothing chilling.
Day your day.
Wait,
CJ, you're supposed to improve.
My
There's
day.
nothing chilling. They're just minor details. It happens.
You make people go bankrupt if you continue like this.
That's
A lot of people are banking on you.
They should keep banking on us, because they will definitely.
No, don't put us.
They will
Day
definitely
your
get
day.
good numbers.
No, stay on your
We
way.
are promising good numbers this week.
You are promising.
Definitely.
Okay, let me.
You can see I'm on white today.
Yeah. Okay.
You see get red. with
No, that red is
with the pinch of fork.
Your white has red and black, so it's scary.
No, there's enough white.
It's not a map.
There's enough white to go around.
There's enough demonic colors to red and black.
Okay.
There's enough white to go around.
Actually, I cannot believe him. There's enough white to go, even on his beard. There's enough white to go around. Bolu, yes, let me shake you again. I'm shaking you for 2 reasons. You bounced back, and you bounced back even both ways. Last week you were disastrous when we talk about the punter's corner, and then you had to go and fortify. And this week I can only see 2 reds on your comeback. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 greens. Your team also bounced back.
Sounded similar to last week.
No. CJ, please
Day
don't talk about this team now.
There were 9 greens last
Okay, CJ.
But not 2 reds.
But it was 9 greens last week.
CJ, if your team is in the UEFA Champions League, talk.
It was 9 greens last week.
CJ, if your team is in the
Which
UEFA
team
Champions
is
League,
it? was 9 greens.
Predictions, right? That predictions are not. It's not made believe actually. So
okay.
It's not reality.
Bolu, I believe you. And you have made it to your team also made it to the quarterfinals of the Champions League.
God, I beg you. Another Potter's corner day this week.
So we on this set, we have 2 of us. Our teams are in the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. The only sad part, and the only part that I feel bad about, is that we are playing each other. They should have given us now another route. These guys are cheats. Big cheats. But it's good to have Bolu or Money. I don't know how I feel about having CJ, but it's also good to have him too. CJ, I hope you understand that you need to do better. We need consistency.
Well, I've been champion of prediction, so there's no problem. You can fault us sometimes.
Okay.
Well, always do well.
I actually know why you thought that. Should I tell the people?
No.
There's no need. Okay, you said that she said.
Sorry, is Jessica involved?
No, she's not. I'm not sure.
What's that?
I'm not sure.
No.
I'm not sure.
Because CJ is okay. Well, now it's the 2 of you now that know about.
No,
Bolu.
we're not going there.
Okay.
Bolu, this is a period. This is a very holy period when it comes to the country. There's the Ramadan fast.
I catch my rest.
So it's a very holy
In case
period.
anybody is wondering what we're saying, I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, but last edition, CJ delayed our production, and that's why I feel the after effects is why it has loads of more reds, Dan Green on the show. But this week,
but I'll tell them the main reason on our social media handle.
Okay, so
you just go there. They will see all the gist to be there.
I don't know what you mean.
But I don't know only gossip is a lot of that social media handle.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, you just heard from CJ. So all you need to do is go on YouTube, go on Twitter, go on Instagram, go on TikTok, Facebook, Premium Sports. Yes, search for that, and then you will see the likes of Bolo, you see CJ, you see everybody right there, you know, on that platform doing all of the conversations right there. CJ has promised you guys that why he had more reds than green, he will explain. I hope his explanation is accepted by all of you. Let's do a break. When we come back, we'll get into the show proper. Welcome once again to the latest installment of Premium Sports right here on PBO TV. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. It's still Premium Sport right here on PBO TV. Yes, sir. The guys have already put together another delicacy for you out there when it comes to premium bankers. But don't worry, just stay put. We'll drop all of that at the end of the show. So let's go into news beats. Britain's Daniel Dubois is in talks to fight Oleksandr Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight title. IBF champion Dubois withdrew from his title defense against Joseph Parker on the 22nd of February with illness, but will not look to reschedule that fight. Instead, attention has turned to facing Usyk, who holds all the other major world titles at the heavyweight division. Let's hope for a big bout, because the boxing world have really been waiting for another big bout. And let's wrap things up when it comes to news beat on this one. Teenage fencing sensation Peluola Akinbamiro has described her debut at the recently concluded 2025 African Junior Fencing Championships as a valuable learning experience in her quest to compete at the 2028 Olympic Games. The US-based 13-year-old fencer participated in the continental tournament to gain experience and prepare for the 2025 World Junior Fencing Championship in China, which comes up from April the 7th to 15th, as well as the Senior African Championship that comes up later this year in June. We're done with news beat. After the break, everything Naija on Naija Flavor. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Naija Flavor right here on Premium Sports on PBO TV. Yes, sir, the Super Eagles 23-man list is out for our World Cup qualifiers against Rwanda and Zimbabwe. And, well, quite a few names were dropped. We'll talk about that later on the show. But the bigger news coming out from the country is a former NFF boss, Amaju Melvin Pinnick, who failed to retain his FIFA Council seat, losing by just a single vote. I think that's the part that's a bit painful. What's this? They call it PhD syndrome that happens back home in Nigeria. It's not just a Pinnick thing. I've seen this happen, you know, when maybe not so good news happens to one person, and then you just see people pull him down. PhD, they just try to. They finish the election and not up to 2, 3, 5 minutes. I started seeing, you know, different write-ups about him. He had not done anything, or what Nigeria gained when he was there, and all of that. Is it not better that we have in Nigeria and there than not even having any representative when it comes to the FIFA Executive Council?
When I heard PG, I even thought another acronym for serious injury. But you added the syndrome afterwards. The truth is, some person said many Nigerians don't like Nigeria. And as sad as that is true, I'm not a big fan of Amaju Pinnick. In fact, I criticized Pinnick so much that someone asked me that Amaju Pinnick has never called me before after a show. But what's the job of FIFA Executive Council member? That's the first. I've heard maybe most of them say, what did Nigeria enjoy? What did he do to develop Nigerian football? I said no. Those are questions they should have been asked when it was NFF president.
Yes.
FIFA Executive Council member is not even an African thing.
Yeah.
Just that Africa have 5 seats for the men and I think one for women.
Yeah. 6,
inside.
5 for men, 1 for.
So that it's a FIFA position. Now their job is they make decisions and all for sport, football generally, but they are working for FIFA. That's why I think you get about 250 grand every year. Oh, that's almost 500 million naira every year from FIFA. CAF don't pay them. They don't report to CAF. I know they get circles for being in there. So he's a CAF, or he was a CAF worker. His job had nothing to do with even Africa, not to talk of Nigeria. So it's the mindset of if I'm not succeeding, make all of us fail. Because I think even being there pushes Nigeria even more on the radar that, oh, okay, Nigerian is here. At least when they are talking about it in the FIFA house, Nigeria's name is mentioned. Why are people not seeing it from the angle of Nigeria as a country? Why are they seeing it with the eye of Amaju Pinnick?
Yeah.
When many of us were criticizing him as the NFL president, some of these same people were the ones defending. Is it now that he's not there anymore? Probably because they know they talk again. Automatically, what did he do for Nigeria? I didn't mention anything.
Okay.
That why didn't he? What did he do for Nigeria? And I'm saying to myself, it's like I'm trying to look for the best scenario to use for it. That okay, CJ used to arrange us with a show. Now that this premium sport is for PBO, then you're now asking CJ, why is it not reflecting on the field show you did before? Something similar. It makes absolutely no sense.
Is this a true life story that CJ has a field show?
You are the one that will answer because I remember you guys in a picture. But on a serious note, I think the hate doesn't make any sense at all. You may or may not like Pinnick, but celebrating that he didn't get re-elected. So let's assume after 4 years, he comes back and he gets re-elected. What would you say afterwards?
Yeah.
A Nigerian, it makes absolutely no sense.
Fake patriotism. CJ,
Well,
I almost said CJ Omoni.
Pinnick is one person that is very confident, very outspoken. He likes to see himself as a very good leader. A lot of people might not like that. I think after he lost the election, he came out to say he traveled to about 30 countries campaigning for this particular election. He knew it was not a Nigerian thing, but like Boni touched on it, said representation is very important. Yes, it's a global sports affair. It's not tailored locally, but I think there are decisions that people will make sometimes that affect or trickles down.
I'm looking at the names of the guys there. So, Djibouti, Mauritius. These are not big footballing nations in Africa.
Even the men are not even big names.
They play the politics right.
Because from in house, Pinnick had everything to have one CAF president.
If you check, because
even though I stepped down from
it was very vocal.
They're now losing seats to
if you check the election itself, Egypt had a clean sweep. Like you always know, okay, this is when it comes to politics. We've not played politics very, very well. Pinnick is trying to push to break those barriers. Yes, people might not like him. I'm not a huge fan also like Bolu. I'm not a huge fan of Pinnick. But what he's trying to do is trying to break grounds where it's very difficult for Nigerians generally to do, and for him not to get support of, maybe he got support of the people that matter. Everybody that criticizing, like you mentioned, are like the Twitter warriors, the social media warriors that who just want to air their voice and say, oh, okay, I'm not doing anything for Nigerian football. Yes, he's not doing anything for Nigerian football. Maybe he did. Maybe it was not enough. But for him losing this FIFA seat, it's not just Pinnick losing it. At least Nigeria lost something. So
I asked finally on this. There's a certain theory going around that the alliance that we saw North Africa, maybe the East Africans, maybe against someone like Pinnick, is from the fact that the Libya sanction. It was Libya, Nigeria. So there's a conspiracy theory going on.
You can't rule that out.
Saying that maybe because they sanctioned Libya because of Nigeria, and so they just had the alliance.
I want to also point something out. We never saw the CAF president publicly support any candidate. I don't know if he did privately. We never saw him support any. I know Pinnick had a personal good relationship with FIFA president. I know he pushed the CAF president to where he is today when he was trying to come into governance. He worked for him really hard. I didn't see the CAF president in South Africa pushing as hard for Pinnick. Maybe he should just be considered his friends. That's what I would say.
I think that's a very, very salient point. Amaju Melvin Pinnick, former NFL boss, you need to reconsider your friends and your alliances in the next 4 years? Because I feel Pinnick still has a big role to play when it comes to both African and global football. I won't be surprised if he's the next CAF president. Patrice Motsepe went in unopposed for a second term, but I think they said he can do 3 terms. Is that right?
3, I'll be forever. Football is not limited. And I think even FIFA, I think that thing should be stopped, because the truth is, CAF president is more powerful than any African president. FIFA president is more powerful than any nation's president. Those guys enter any. No, those guys.
FIFA president?
Gianni Infantino.
Is he more powerful than Donald Trump?
Where if Infantino went at Donald Trump?
No, Trump went at very well.
He cannot.
Trump is the most popular. He's almost the most popular man.
Because he's in the name of that US president.
Trump is the most popular man on earth.
But this guy doesn't need any. No, the most powerful man incidentally is even this guy, Putin. But
the most popular, I said popular.
Trump is popular with good and bad. The truth is, FIFA president doesn't even need visa to enter any country. He doesn't need stress. He will see any president without having problems. That's the position that thing.
He has more countries affiliated on their
exactly.
association in the world. Crazy.
He's literally a world president.
Crazy, yeah.
That's how powerful that position is.
There's Russia different, there's the Asian,
the Schengen and the
football.
Everybody's under him. Except you don't want to play football. It's simple as that.
So that's where it's coming from.
So they should stop that thing of
being
there forever. They shouldn't let it, because that's why you can't stay there for long and not be corrupt.
Absolutely.
Sepp Blatter
to Platini. This Ayatu is about. So spending 20 years as president of a body like that.
Okay. All right. Let's go over to some other stories. A few tidbits. We hear Chelsea, are keen on maybe bringing Victor Boniface. I don't think
you still want to play for Chelsea. It's not 17 years. No, not that way. I meant Chelsea like boys in terms of 17, 16. Not that it's true. Boniface is like 25 or 23. But for Chelsea, don't sign old players like that. Chelsea signed 7. He's old. Chelsea signed 17.
I even feel
16.
Boniface and the Nicholas Jackson and the Nkunku have a semblance of.
No, I believe I go play Boniface. I'm not a fan of Boniface, but
why not go for a proper number 9? Chelsea should go for a proper number 9.
Chelsea gets Boniface,
he's an upgrade to Jackson.
I feel they should go for a proper number 9. We hear Atalanta.
Boniface is an improper 9.
It's not a proper number 9.
Is that an improper number 9?
Boniface is what we call SS, supporting striker.
No, Boniface is a striker.
No. That's why we want to pair him with Victor Osimhen.
Wow.
Now you want to pair him?
Wow.
Yes, that's why Richard will do. We'll get there. Okay.
Oh.
Atalanta won 60 million euros for Ademola Lookman, and we also hear that former Super Eagles and central defender Ebesoje has urged Olajuwon to join Man City if the Premier League champions come calling. I think it's a no-brainer. Olajuwon is arguably the best right back in the league. Arguably. I think he's the best right back in the league.
Arguably.
No, it's not arguably. Olajuwon is the best right back in the league. It's not arguably. It's unarguably.
He's one of the top.
No, Olajuwon is the best right back in England right now. Give me another name. You struggle. Give me another name.
Wait now.
You struggle. That's the point.
Like that.
Give me another name.
He's a top notch. Maybe by form. He's saying by
form. What they have done so far this season. Olajuwon is the best right back in the league.
For some persons who keep telling you this terrible defender is still the best.
Alexander.
When I say terrible defender, you know the right back I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about the right winger.
Alexander.
I'm talking about a defender, a right
He's
back.
actually a defender.
A right back.
He's very good at his job.
Olajuwon, that's the guy. In fact, this season, Olajuwon has a particular statistics that stands above every other person
He has been outstanding
in the top
this
5 leagues
in
Europe.
I'm trying to
I think it's recovery. Yeah, I think it's recovery, or I think he has 80 or 90 more than every other defender. Not even we're not talking about right backs. Every other defender.
It's the
best right back.
Testament to the player himself.
And Man City will win the league next season. So I not go to the aspiring league champions.
Premier League.
Are you joking? City will win the league
All
next
those
season.
players City signed in January, he has not signed anybody.
This summer, Guardiola will beat teams as if they.
He's selling everybody and buying everybody.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
So Olajuwon should just
Wait.
Yeah.
Who wants to win?
Don't worry. I don't want to give you the.
It's Premier League, not Championship.
I know. We are silently coming. Don't worry.
Who are they win first? Let's be sure.
Silent night.
Are you not supporting us now?
United.
Championship.
United.
I'm feeling also Ireland. Well, Denmark's national team coach Brand Reimer has affirmed that they are making every effort to ensure Chido B. Martins commits his international future to the Danes. In fact, I hope, I wish we had such a person.
No, I don't wish we had that one.
I'm hearing moves, underground moves.
They are the one is close associate. Anyone who comes calling England or Nigeria.
No. Like, there's an update on that.
We've been talking about
There's an update on that it's now more Nigeria than England.
So why we never follow and talk? So wait, all the
No, there are talks on ground.
not going to talk. All the tourism with Richard. Why did you talk about
maybe you had the
Bolu, I'm telling you, this one.
If you get competition, the world.
Bolu, this one na code there. No, make. Are we on air? Oh, sorry.
We should have. It's the same thing with me, Saka. Then I tell people that no Nigerian that plays for us now doesn't respect Kano. You don't need stress. Just send the coach at Kano to go and whine him. Whine, use AFCON. Because that's where we start in Super Eagles.
He will play. He's a
talent. He will start.
Okay.
I don't tell me he's too young. God knows how he's no. How old was Yamal when he started studying for Spain?
Bolu, we are not too young to run.
If you are good enough, you are old enough
to play.
If you are good enough, you are old enough.
I agree. Lamine Yamal right now is arguably the best right winger in world football. Arguably.
So if you are doing under G, do it fast. Let the under G be fast. Ethan Nwaneri will start in Super Eagles now. Let's know what we are planning. AFCON is coming.
Chido has
so
longer years.
That one should face
develop.
You should face them.
You should go and play with them.
You should face them at.
We have strikers. We have Osimhen.
Man, you need him more than Nigeria.
Why? Has he scored a goal for Man United?
He has scored loads of goals for the.
No, for the first team.
Wait, you know how many goals me and Kings score for this
United.
Are we doing
which level is it? There's no level in that. Did United win Youth League in Europe, in Champions League?
Yes, they won Youth League.
Which year? Before two of us were born.
Is it aspiring for 07 now? He has passed it.
He goes so rich.
Waneri will still start firing. He's still young.
No, it's not Waneri. Please,
hey,
don't compare Super Eagles star with Danish star.
Relax. None of them are Super Eagles star yet.
Aspiring Ethan.
We want Waneri.
Okay, good. Victor Osimhen has said Nigeria must avoid the heartbreak. Missing out 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Now their hand is now.
It's on you and the boys. We are 23. Adaimo. We know all of you. If anything, you guys should go out there and get the job done. Even follow stock that kind of thing. This is the time that we can tell people more. We know they hear anybody they talk. Get the job done.
At this point, I don't care about how they play.
Just win.
Play route 1.
We'll get there. We'll break it down.
Win 1-0 in the 2. I don't mind.
Yeah.
That to go lose there. That to lose 10-9. Say because we score goals.
Okay. Final one, Remo Stars goalkeeper Kyle Bankola has expressed happiness following his invitation to the Super Eagles. That's the okay. We'll get there.
Wait, please.
No, we'll get
Speaking of that, Remo Stars and goalkeeper thing, you know Remo Stars won't have any first team keeper next week.
Exactly.
We'll get there.
Bankole, who is the second choice,
yes,
is in Super Eagles.
Yes.
The other first choice, I forgotten name, is a Beneno, and so Obasa, is going to Benin Republic.
Yes.
Well, they will pick any of the reserve or from beyond limits.
The way they have a pool of talent is beyond limits. So they can get that done. Let's do a break. After the break, Euro Focus. Welcome back, guys. It's time for Euro Focus. And we'll just quickly run through this one. We've got quite a lot to talk about when we get to hot cheese. So, hey, let's just touch on Euro Focus. We hear Brazil legend Ronaldo has pulled out of the race to be president of the country's football association. Ronaldo doesn't even look like an administrator to me. He should rest. Okay.
Okay, he said he wanted to bring Brazil national team back to their home.
Yeah. Where are the players?
She wants to play for them.
Yeah, that's the question. Where are the players? They've called back Neymar.
If their best player is
injured,
and it's injured.
If their best player is Vinicius, you know there's no problem.
Is Vinicius Brazil's best
He's
player?
their best player.
No.
Now, based on form, now you say
Rafinha,
Rafinha.
yeah.
But Vinicius is their best player in the last 1 year.
Oh, yeah. But currently,
is that bad?
I think Rafinha is the best Brazilian player.
That's when if they decide to even they have to start now, they have no choice based on his form. Because
you rather bench Vinicius than bench.
He won't bench Vinicius. He's now become like a crown prince in quote. And I would have loved to see what they will do with him and Neymar. Or probably they will just push Neymar up front as their 9.
Where's Hendry?
And drink. Chubby Pele. Where will we start?
Okay, and there's a Carabao Cup final also this weekend. We'll talk about that when we get to OG. So we'll talk, about the Super Eagles list and the Carabao Cup. Yeah, that's the EFL Cup when we get to OG. So hey, don't go anywhere. Premier League games. Yeah, we know some teams will not play because Liverpool playing Newcastle. But we've got some major and key games in England. Arsenal versus Chelsea is the big one. The London Derby. This some years back used to determine where the league title will go to, but just like last weekend when Arsenal played Manchester United were somewhere 15th.
Battling relegation and
yeah, and right now Arsenal play Chelsea. Both teams are not in the top 4. We only have Arsenal in second. Chelsea are somewhere, I think, in 5th or so. Well, time will tell. I think Chelsea gets to lose. Liverpool to keep on increasing the points because I think Arsenal have played the game less, 15 points behind Liverpool. If they beat Chelsea, they cut it to 12, and I think they play their next game after the international break before Liverpool. So
Liverpool are not even playing Premier League again this month.
No. Arsenal are not also playing this month.
Yeah, after this weekend.
Yes.
I mean Liverpool are done with Premier League for March.
So in April, Arsenal will play first before Liverpool. So if Arsenal beats Chelsea and then get a win, they cut it to 9, and maybe we might have a title race still on.
Which race? Which title race?
I like the hope. I like
the Carabao Cup title race. Champions League title race. I
like the hope. I like the way.
Yeah, the Champions League title race.
Also before that particular game they lost.
Yeah, the Champions League title race is very open.
Wait, is it over? Arteta said
over is dead body. Then why was he angry when they asked him about title race?
He walked out. He has pride. Arteta has the ego of Ancelotti, Pep Guardiola put together, and maybe Sir Alex. But his achievements.
Sam Allardyce,
Graham Potter.
Yeah.
He's not even up to the Unai Emery's level at all. But he's the same set with them Lampard. Gerrard. Yes.
But he has shown so far in the Premier League that he's better than those coaches.
Lampard and Gerrard.
Yes.
What's the difference in it?
He's better.
What has he done differently?
They coached bigger clubs. They coached big clubs too. Lampard coached Chelsea now.
Lampard finished one season and he qualified for Champions League.
Yeah.
Despite not be qualified later.
They battered for trying to win the league for 2 seasons. 3 now.
It's the same thing they did.
How about Gerrard?
They both qualified.
How about Gerrard?
Not fighting for the title. That's different.
How about Gerrard? How about Gerrard?
He's better by far. That one's
Gerrard that won title in Scotland.
Not Scotland in the Premiership.
Make Arteta go Scotland go
win. He will win the title.
Let him go there first.
He also win there too.
Let him go there first.
He has done well. That's what they are saying. He has done well.
Let him go there.
Maybe not enough for Arsenal to win the title, but then
he has done well. He has done well. He has done well.
I don't like it.
He has done well.
I like him.
After you
like it.
I like him. Man, you fine.
We have a big right now.
The one that is digging through those.
Okay. Next season's awaiting champions Man City will take on Brighton and Hove Albion this weekend. Bournemouth, Brentford, and then Fulham, Tottenham. La Liga fixtures: Villarreal, Real Madrid, Girona, Valencia, Sevilla, Bilbao, Atletico Madrid up against Barcelona. Wow, okay, that's a big one. Serie A: AC Milan, Como, Bologna, Lazio, Fiorentina, Juventus, Atalanta, Inter. That looks like a title contending match. Atalanta against Inter. Gianpiero Gasperini and his boys have been wonderful. This especially in the league, and that's why a lot of people disappointed.
Did you say wonderful?
In the league,
they've been terrible.
In the league, terrible.
From top of the table to fighting for top.
They are 2 points behind.
They've had chances to have even gone over.
2 points.
They woke up recently thanks to the 4-0 they beat you. But do you know how many Ponta swore at them 2 weeks ago?
I know.
But
they
now
dropped points twice.
Venezia at home.
And they also, I think they also did Cagliari also goalless. It happens.
It doesn't happen.
They are 2 points behind Inter. Atalanta.
They lose games they are not supposed to lose, and they win.
Now went to Allianz Stadium to beat Juventus 4-0.
That's how stars do.
But they've done well.
2 points behind Inter is if they beat Inter, they go top of the league.
And they will drop again and beat another.
Now it's not looking like maybe it's working. Things are working even for Napoli, who were running away. And now Napoli seems to have woken up at the right time, but their fate is not there. Like you said, Inter dropped one this weekend. Inter Milan can just Napoli can go back to being title leaders, and I wouldn't mind them winning. The same Venezia. They will show Atalanta how to beat Venezia.
Okay, let's go. Bundesliga, Union Berlin, Bayern, Leipzig, Dortmund. That looks like a very tantalizing game. Bochum, Frankfurt, and we've got Stuttgart up against Leverkusen. Is there an issue with Boniface and Xabi Alonso? Because I think after I had that issue with Buendia, he has been putting him on the bench.
Don't believe coaches when they tell you there's no problem. Remember Kyle Walker and Pep against Madrid? I said no, there's no problem.
João Cancelo too.
He started him immediately. He didn't play like 4 or 5 games.
João Cancelo
said there's no problem. Cancelo even started like 2 or 3 games after. Then when we kept quiet, game over.
I don't even know whether there's a problem.
Kevin De Bruyne now doesn't start games for Man City.
I'm even looking at fitness issues. I don't know how fit
Boniface.
he's back from injury.
That's another thing.
I don't know. So we can't.
And we
But
invited
it
him.
is
And
they even said
it is since that day.
wait, this is where Korea will start to.
troublemaker.
Yeah, but that's fitness you. I've invited him.
You know he grew from
And
there.
I heard of City Desert.
You know he has the muscle to play in Africa.
He has Moscow.
Okay.
Okay.
They use this thing there.
Okay.
Yeah, we use
I think I'm ready for orgies. Let's do a break. We'll come up for orgies. Super Eagles list. We'll dissect it now. Then we'll talk about the EFL Cup final. We'll be back. Welcome back, guys. We have hit home stretch on the show, but this is actually the meat of the show. Hot gist right here on Premium Sports on PBO TV. You're still with the amazing Kingsley, Chijo Keziali, CJ for short, and Bolu Omoniji. Guys, let's get into it. We had a provisional list 39.
I think it's now time to drop this one now so I can focus.
It had everybody. Now 23-man lists. A few names dropped, a few names made the list, but I'll just roll out the list, the guys that we are stuck with. Stanley Nwabali, Amaso Basuge, Kayode Bankole in goal. Defenders, William Chusti, Congrats, Osai Samuel, Bruno Yemechi, Calvin Bassey, Olaoluwaino, Igor Ogbu. Midfielders, Wilfred Didi, Rafael Onyedika, Alassane Yusuf, Alex Iwobi, Joe Aribo, Papa Daniel Mustafa. Forward, Samuel Chukwueze, Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, Victor Boniface, Simon Moses, Sadiq Umar, Nathan Tella, and Tolu Arukudai. For Nathan Tella is injured, so he has been replaced by what's his name again? Jordan Torunarigha. And where are the guys that didn't make the list? Okay, the guys that were dropped. Goalkeepers, we dropped Maduka Okoye and Adele Adebayo. For defenders, we dropped Gabriel Osho, Zidu Sanusi, Ifeanyi Onyebuchi. Well, Jordan was dropped before, now he's back because he replaces Nathan Tella. Midfielders, Frank Onyeka dropped, Christantos Uche dropped, Anthony Dennis dropped, Fisa Adele Bashiru dropped, injuries. Forwards, Cyril Desas dropped, Kelechi Iheanacho well deserved dropping, Chidera Ejuke dropped, Paul Onuachu, Ahmed Musa, Ako Adams. I'll start with CJ. CJ looks a bit more calm. Bolu wants to scatter the show. CJ, your reservations, are there names that you expected to see that you didn't see? Are there names there that should not be anywhere near that list?
Well, I don't like talking about lists because the coaches should die by whatever sword they take to battle. But for Eric Chell, I will maintain my stand. You better don't lose any games because we need to win 6 games. We need to qualify for the World Cup. Yes, I might not blame him, but he's showing me he's not in total control of whatever he's doing. Because when he released 39-man list, I asked the question, is he going to do trials to see players he wants, or players he did not like? And now he has pruned them to 23. He did not tell us how he did it. Maybe he just watched clips and know, okay, he needs these players, he doesn't need these players, and drop the ones he dropped. Now, I'm tempted to mention some names. Like he replaced a player, a winger, Nathan Tella, and I was expecting likes for like, and he didn't do that. He went for a defender. Now, why did he do that? No explanation given, nothing. Was also we expect us now to come and reason it out. Okay, we are analysts. Let's come into our jobs now. Now, are you telling me that you have a team set of this set of players, quality players, and you go into battle with them. See, I'm trying to not get insultive, but the list is very good. Let me know, like, everybody can play. But you're taking out Nathan Tella for a defender. How does that work? Only Chukwueze on the wings.
There's Moses Simon.
Moses Simon plays on the left side. I'm looking at the right side.
There's Ademola Lookman.
He plays on the left side. And if he's going to a 4-4-2, he's going to play likely a Lookman and because I don't see him playing Arukodare or Boniface. Pairing Osimhen. Maybe he wants to play. Maybe he wants to play. Maybe he wants to play Wobi on the right, which has not worked for the Super Eagles. He plays well on the left for Fulham on the left.
He also plays on the right for Fulham.
Yeah, but he doesn't always. He plays more on the left side of midfield. So I'm trying to imagine, because if you're playing for the first, what I'm trying to do
that's why it's Eric Chell. I'm happy.
Yeah,
like, he's making all of you think.
Yeah,
think, guys.
If you're playing, if you're coaching for the first time and you want to win a game, you play something the players are familiar with. If you change too much, it becomes a problem.
Professional players.
Yes.
That have played various formations all their lives.
We even see it in club sides.
Ask Man
We see it on club sides. It's even worse.
Never use Man U for this.
It's worse.
Man U are not a good.
We see it on club sides. It's even worse. I'm trying to be as calm as possible because there's no time to yell, because we've not seen his team come out and play. We've not seen the formation he wants to play. We're just only trying to guess and trying to go round it. But if Tella is injured, unfortunately, Boniface is not fully fit because he's not been playing too many games for his club, and you pick him ahead of Desas that's been scoring goals in abundance. I don't know the plans there. I don't know, maybe Boniface fits your pattern of play, which we don't know yet. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not going full guns blazing right now. So I'm trying to be as calm and just watch what would happen to his first game at least before I say, okay, this is how we play. This is what he's supposed to do and what he's not supposed to do. Because it's just a list. Maybe he has his plan. Maybe he has everything set.
Maybe he has.
Maybe.
That's why we went
I was talking to Bolu before we came on and said that for Bruno, fantastic left back. He has not played loads of games because of injury for Bovista. I don't know if he will be fit enough to play those 2 games.
Olaino can play left back.
Exactly, he can. So I don't know if he would want to. You have Bruno there and play Olaino on the left. I don't know.
Maybe that also informed the fact that he had to replace Nathan Tella with Jordan. He's an attack-minded coach. Bolu, let's look at your reservation.
Should I do like this? Or
there's no time to pose.
Because I'm looking for the para position. Let's come home, man. I've never in my life seen any squad that has 6 defenders. First of all, there's no way in hell you should have nothing less than 8.
He now has 7.
What he started with, and the switch obviously means it goes against what you said. I have a plan. Because if he has a plan, automatically he has drifted a bit away from his plan now for changing the forward for a defender. Then it shows the 39-man list was the most unnecessary thing ever. If he knew what he was doing or had a plan, why are you doing not 30? Even World Cup professional squad is not 39. Why not give us a squad and give us maybe 5 standby players? Then even if standby is injured, call anyone else. Or like the 39, you could have maybe sent a message across to them that, oh, you are not in the main team, but for backup, let them know. Like CD already said, people will expect, okay, are you bringing all of them? And watch. If you knew what you were going to do already, why did you give some persons or players like the NPFL guys you invited or you added to the list thinking that, okay, maybe it's a chance for me, the likes of Ahmed Musa. By the way, which former player was saying there's no way in hell Kelechi will make 29 points? Something's wrong with the player, a former player. Kelechi Iheanacho will not make top 100 list for Super Eagles. In fact,
he made our 39.
The person that said it, something's wrong with he shouldn't even make top 100 forward for Nigeria based on what we see. But now moving on to the team itself, there's no way in hell anybody will tell me Sadiq Kumar hype was he scored 3 goals in the last.
Scored a tapping.
He scored 3 goals in the last.
And a wonder
so
goal.
what happened to the 20 something games he played earlier? I scored only 2. So we'll forget that one.
They said he was injured.
He was injured.
Okay.
But
let's
do
this way.
Boniface, as you also mentioned.
Yeah.
Boniface,
attack.
Even at his best, we they suffer.
We are talking about the attack now. You have mentioned
Then
Sadiq
Desas, no Nigerian striker has scored 20 goals. Desas has over 20.
He has 22.
And we abandoned that one.
How about let's look at the
I'm
profile.
happy for Tosin, Tolu.
Yeah. Let's look at the profile of the players. Now, I'm looking at this list as 8 attackers. Now 7. Nathan Tella is out of it. Of the 8, there should be regulars. The regulars,
only 2 among them.
Ademola Lookman,
Victor
Victor Osimhen.
That's all.
Now, let's now say guys who have been with the team for a while and are a core of the team. Chukwueze, Simon Moses. I've taken out 4. Now let's look at the remaining 3 and look at the profile of the guys that they dropped. Tolu Arokodare, Sadiq Umar, Victor Boniface. Victor Boniface was brilliant, and then we feel that maybe we have not been able to find a proper formation for him in the national team. That's what some persons have been saying. So he makes the list, Victor Boniface. Now, you now have Tolu Arokodare, who is a striker, and the profile of his kind of player is similar to that of Cyril Desas. Then you have Paul Onuachu and then Sadiq Umar. The coach needs to choose out of these 4. So if I don't have Desas, if I don't have Desas, I have Tolu. Maybe because Desas is a bit more foreign. Let's put it that way. It's the Afcon qualifier. It's the World Cup qualifier. We're playing with African teams. Let me go for Tolu, who can maybe be very dirty. We need to be dirty. If I don't have Paul Onuachu, I go for Sadiq Umar, and then he goes for Sadiq Umar. I feel we can have all the players, but I can. And
we should have the best.
I just analyzed why he might have dropped. I feel pain that we don't have Cyril Desas, but goal scoring should not be our problem.
Don't forget, we cannot.
With
That's
this
been
list.
our problem for like.
No, with this list.
You know that
with this list.
if we are going for our best, if goal scoring is the problem, if goal scoring is our major challenge, we must go for our best players. Sadiq Umar last season, injury, the ACL he had, and when he came back, he didn't score. This season for Sociedad, half of the season, I think he scored just 1 goal. When he moved to Valencia, they said the reason they signed him was because they needed goals. That man that is not scoring, and he scored only 3 goals for them. So goal scoring, he's not the one to provide for us. If his best years were 4 years ago when he was in the Segunda Division of America. Since he moved to La Liga, he's been way, not below par, he's been way below par. Like we've all agreed with Boniface, probably injury this season but for Super Eagles, many persons have been criticized that he should never even be invited because he does not. In Osimhen's presence, he played rubbish. In Osimhen's absence, he still played rubbish. Not that he doesn't score goals, that he doesn't see the chance. He sees these opportunities and missing loads of chances for Nigeria. Why not? It's the same thing I have with NPFL players. When people talk about give them quotas, I say I don't care about quota. I just want equal opportunity for everybody. If we've given Sadiq Umar opportunities, we've messed up with Nigeria. If we've given Boniface opportunities, it's messed up. Why not give Cyril Desas? We've only invited Desas twice. The first time he had maybe 2 minutes or thereabout to play. The second time COVID struck, and we never called him up anymore. Why not give him? Why not even have a different approach to what we are used to? Osimhen, we know Osimhen is not a 9 that likes to stay. He's similar to, not the same level, but play style is similar to Kylian Mbappe, who is a 9 that doesn't like to stay. Osimhen is here, run. Osimhen can come and not corner in front of the box. That's the kind of player he is. Why not have someone like a Cyril Desas who is not a Benzema or an Mbappe striker,
just a
who is
killer.
like a Haaland. He just wants to stay. I'm not saying he would succeed with Super Eagles, but why not try something else? But CJ said something earlier. No matter who they call, will criticize. If they call Messi and Ronaldo, he calls who he believes. He may be right, he may be wrong. Managers live and die by their decision. Just that these games are not games we can risk. These are not games we can say. In Nigeria, one thing is mathematical. We can lose the 2 games and still qualify. But why take the risk? Why not 6 points are all winning. We may not qualify with 6 points, but at least
we will.
No, it still depends. If South Africa win their 2 games as well, we are still running there. Remember, we are still playing South Africa away, which I don't think we are winning.
We'll be there. Don't worry.
I need a draw in South Africa. That's something I want.
But we have players to actually win.
Win these 2 first. Let people calm down and say, okay, yeah, this guy knows what he did. Because anything other than victories in these 2 games, we're in trouble.
We just mentioned the attack. Let's look at the midfield. Ndidi, Onyedika, Alassane Yusuf,
Just pack DM for me.
Joe Aribo,
All
and
DM.
Papa Daniel Mustafa.
Apart from Iwobi.
Oh, have you seen Papa Daniel Mustafa?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a DM.
Now,
We just pack DM.
for Papa Daniel Mustafa,
In short, every Nigerian,
See,
like the FFA Nigerian.
I don't think
we don't have. I don't think we have players that can dictate play right now in the
And we
Super
did call
Eagles.
the one that the closest to Dele Bashiru because he has recovered from it.
Yeah, he has recovered.
It's
Maybe the
still-
coach
it's
doesn't
still-
trust.
Maybe
the coach doesn't trust his fitness.
That just recovered.
So
I
maybe
just call him.
that's what I want it will be to play in the middle.
How about Uche Cristatos? We're not talking about that.
Exactly.
We just talked about the midfield, Abby. So
Especially
I know we
when
mentioned
the
that.
Madrid derby last week. People were like,
He's-
this will convince the coach.
he's
The
strong.
Getafe Atletico. Then boom. And we back there. And we are calling Joe Aribo as in Joseph Ayodele Aribo to Super Eagles. I'll play CJ ahead of Aribo.
Aribo has played.
Aribo doesn't even play.
He has played more as a centre back than a
Yeah, he has played
midfielder.
centre back and DMs this season.
But
See,
these guys are already used to the national team.
Which area Aribo? Aribo has not played in like 2 years.
no. He's a good point. National team player. But
not used to because he's
if
not
we're even
playing-
looking at players that are
When
used to
last
national
Aribo played
team,
for Nigeria?
maybe
Maybe 3 years ago.
the Nations Cup.
Not this one.
Once
The 2019.
But Cristatos has not played yet for the
I
national
would
team.
try.
Yes,
So I'll-
but
4 years
his
ago,
performances has been very good
I will try someone.
for Getafe. He has been very good.
The coach has never
I'm looking at the midfield, and the midfield is good. Workaholics there.
I don't think he will
we
play
even had the luxury of dropping
Frank Onyeka.
Frank Onyeka. We haven't the luxury
If
of
it was
dropping.
Frank Oyeka
Okay,
or Brentford,
no
I wouldn't
problem.
mind. Frank Oyeka
No-
was spoken as
So
that song that's playing well, not Aribo that is playing well.
no problem. But then I'm still looking. If we play, we'll be outside the midfield without a
No, he won't be
Dele.
playing on
Without a Dele Bashiru, we'll have problems.
We'll get to the formation.
Okay.
We are
we'll
playing
get to
to
we-
solid
we have a
block.
I think defenders pick.
No, through second and Bassey started. That
Yes,
was that
and
then,
then,
and Olaino is now left who will play with.
Yes. And then for goalkeepers, I think maybe the only question mark might be Kyle Dibankole, who is the second choice for Remo Stars.
But wait,
I
Kizzy.
think
He won't get any game. So don't worry. Don't get any game.
Super Eagles. That every FFF keeper report is always second choice. Reason why I was on the bench for 3 years, he was getting call up.
But we
As at
played
then,
some
even
games.
when he was
So.
at, he started when he was playing. Aside when he was on the bench at Eyimba at Teofilo Afelokai was the starter. We never called Afelokai. When Afelokai became second choice to what's this guy's name? Ojo. Suddenly we started calling Afelokai. When Olorunleke Ojo became second choice, that's when we remember, this guy is also the team across.
the first choice goalkeeper for Remo Stars in Nigeria.
Why not call another club? Must we call for Remo Stars? Is there no other keeper
the
in the
current league leaders.
Shooting Stars goalkeeper is brilliant.
But Remo Stars are the current league leaders.
Rangers goalkeeper is brilliant. So now my league leader again. Hey, God, I beg.
And the final one, let's do formation. I'll go with Bodo first. Seeing this list, you should have an idea of what Eritrea wants to play. What do you think is
I
good?
think the list speaks more of 4-4-2 than the 4-3-3. And if I do 4-4-2, I think we've mentioned the Benz, Ekong, Bassi. But Bassi can also play as a left back since we have two other centre backs. But I think it's Bassi, Ekong, Olaino. The question now is who joins. If it's Bright, it means Olaino is playing on the left. If it's Bruno, Olaino is playing in his preferred right position. Midfield, Ndidi start. I think it will be Ndidi and Oyedeka as the holders. Then on the side, that's where the question, lots of questions come in. If Lukman will play Osimhen up front, that means it's Iwobi and maybe someone else.
Simon.
Or Moses Simon. But I have
So it means
it would be Iwobi and
it means the whole creativity will be heavy on the wings.
Yep, that's what he's looking at.
So if
you are playing two rocks in the midfield, that's what it will look.
Which is brilliant.
it's
Absolutely brilliant.
It's
No,
good.
I've been saying for years.
But me, I'm saying,
4-4-2 players.
Yes.
me, I'm saying,
Chidi has an issue with the 4-4-2.
yes, because it's an away game, and
You know the people 4-0 away from home.
they do.
Look
at
but
Arsenal.
I'm looking at our players. I'm looking at the last time we played the Amavuvis
The last
times. I've always had problem with pace. So if you play the 4-4-2, which is an open formation, it becomes a problem because it's been long our boys played, even though they are professionals. It's been why they played it. And the earlier on when you read Osimhen's cry, when he said that they are trying to avoid another heartbreak, it stems from also that period where they've played what they are not used to and they get beaten, they revert back to what they used to. We saw it at the Nations Cup. We saw it under Pissarro. They tried to change, it did not work, they went back to what they know. So instead of trying what they're not used to, just play what you know. 4-4-2 is our thing. But they've changed it a long time from Shoaib Amaju. Changed to 4-3-3. I don't see them playing outside the 4-3-3, to be honest. Because pace will be the problem. Like if you isolate a Calvin Bassey, at the left. If you isolate him at the left side of defense,
it's a central defense.
Yes. He plays the left side of central defense.
Yes.
Now, if you isolate him, because now when you play 4-4-2, there's more space because defenders need to run forward and backwards. If you isolate him with a fast attacker, he's done for. There's no way he could recover.
But we have Rafael Onyedika and Ndidi who will protect them.
Thank you. Ndidi no more has legs. And Ndidi plays as an attacking midfielder these days more.
That's why there's Rafael Onyedika there.
He can't do
That's
everything.
why there's Joao who's even playing as a central.
He can't do everything. And I mentioned something before we started talking about this. I said we don't have players again that dictate play. If we are dictating play, those formations will not matter. That's why those days when we have a JJ and Olise, it's just two of them. But two of them control the tempo of the game generally.
Have you seen these boys play yet under Eric? And you feel that they can't.
That's what I'm saying. Chel is a new coach. He's coming into a new vicinity. Yeah. I pray he knows what he's doing. I'm not sure.
I believe him.
Do you know this Bible story when, like I said, I can hear the sound of abundance of rain? Went to pray.
Yeah.
And that's what I think
Kingsley is doing. He's just praying and hoping.
When he's done, he will just say, hey,
they told me.
No, I believe. See, I've always been praying for the Super Eagles to have a coach whose philosophy is mostly 4-4-2 and not all this 3-5-2 nonsense and this 4-3-3 that we play.
I don't even like it.
Now that we now have that coach, people now want to be negative. I will not agree.
No.
We must be very optimistic and positive.
We're not being negative actually.
What happens? We will win both games.
What if we withdraw? What if we withdraw against Rwanda?
I'm going to do premium banker.
What if we draw against Rwanda?
Next week I'm doing premium banker. Straight win Super Eagles of Nigeria. If I see any of you not carry Nigeria, see our body is even falling because I see Nigeria win. I see Nigeria win, but want to fall.
I think exactly. People are saying no be me
go there.
So I feel that we are going to win.
Is that an omen?
I pray we'll win. That's why I said I was trying to be cautious when I started talking about this.
We don't need prayers to beat Rwanda.
Everybody wants to. It's a Yankee World Cup.
It's
exactly. It's fine. Our hype.
Before Chair collect, you go collect.
You go collect. We'll win the games.
No, Kingsley, you go collect before Chair. I don't say you will.
Guys, we still next week. We'll be on set again before the game, so we'll break this game down. Don't worry. See, all of you, just be confident that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will go to Kigali and pick up all 3 points, come back to the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo, and then also pick up 3 points, 6 points in the coming international window. Yes, this weekend we still have big games and then the FA Cup final. Let's quickly go there so that I don't make you guys fear at all. Super Eagles will win. Don't worry, I'm very confident. Guys, so let's move on from that. Let's talk about the EFL Cup final. A depleted Newcastle side because injuries, suspension. Spurs in defense is injured. Their number one, the Pope, just came back. Lewis Hall, who has been fabulous for them at left back, is injured. Anthony Gordon got a red card. He'll be out. All the lines are just running in place for Liverpool.
Liverpool too, they lost the Champions League. Their moral is down.
So apart from the moral even being down, the match took a lot from them. Straight into extra time.
Eddie Howe is intelligent. I saw what he did when they played Arsenal.
They won't go man for man.
Yeah, I saw what he did when they played Arsenal, especially the second leg.
Using the centre back to mark your centre back.
I saw what he did.
That was crazy. That was the first time I've seen it actually.
It was very tactical, and these are the reasons why when people hear me, they feel like I just bash Arteta. Arteta, you can tell. When you see the team, you just know that Saka will be on the right.
When Nesrito says something that they don't have defender,
no one is striker.
You understand? And that's where
finish.
Eddie Howe. That's how he ends his onions. So, do you think he can come up with something this weekend and stun Liverpool?
Yeah, I want a Newcastle win, not because I hate Liverpool, but Newcastle have not won anything almost 100 years. I think about 6 or 7 years ago. So winning this will probably...
The last time was in 1950.
This will be good enough for them as a franchise. It will be good for the money they spend and it will be good for their development. Liverpool have literally won the Premier League, so they have something to do. That's why I want Newcastle. But sometimes the underdog story is also a good one. The Cinderella run, because Liverpool are the favourites. Sometimes they affect the loss in the Champions League. The game took a toll on them, like CJ said. They played into extra time. Van Dijk talking about transfer, doesn't know if he'll be at Liverpool next season. Salah, Saka still on and everything. So that may play on their mind psychologically. For Newcastle, they are down already. And like they say, when you're down, nothing to
Fears nothing.
It could be a good enough experience. Like you said, they all need to find a way around it. The good news for them is they have a shark in the team back, who is definitely one of the best strikers in the Premier League. They just need to step up. If they do, I think they can win.
One thing.
Narrow goal and defend.
And they have guys that on their day. That midfield, Sandro Tonali, Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton. On their day, they can lock that midfield.
You didn't mention Willock.
We open.
Anything that's not that doesn't work for you. But really,
actually better than some of the players that we have.
Yeah. But one good thing is that particular game, people that love high energy football, they will really see it on display that day. I just hope Isak just come back from injury. I just hope he's fit because it could be the defining difference. I don't know for that particular game. Salah, yes, their favorite, like Bolu mentioned, their favorites. They can win. They can just switch the button and switch their game and win at any time. But now I'm rooting for Newcastle.
Newcastle
We understand you.
No, but I'm rooting for Newcastle. Not because of I hate.
So
Because I hate them.
Newcastle win.
Yes, I'm rooting for Newcastle.
Newcastle win. 3. Arumeta, only Kindo Bernardo.
Some of it depend on the size of the pot.
Okay, let's wrap up, guys, with the UEFA Champions League. We have 8 teams remaining. One of these 8 teams will be crowned champions in. Is it May or June that we have the final? I think it should be June. Yeah, June this time around. And those 8 teams, in no order of priority, I'll just follow the games. Bayern, Inter, Arsenal, Real Madrid. I call Arsenal because Real Madrid. Barcelona, Dortmund, then PSG, Aston Villa. We have enough time to do the analysis, but of all the games that we saw, there were 2 games that stood out that after the first leg, we really did not have an idea of who will go through. And this game, maybe 3. Dortmund, Lille also. Dortmund got the job done over Lille. PSG, Liverpool, and then the Madrid derby. For PSG, Liverpool, what manner of team has Luis Enrique created in France? They pass people to death. That midfield of Vitinha, Ruiz, and that small boy João Neves. The Liverpool midfield was non-existent. We thought Park the Princes was because PSG were at home. They came to Anfield and you could see Liverpool players practically begging the referee, can you blow the final whistle? Let's just go to penalties. We are not near these guys. Luis Enrique has done something remarkable with that team.
I think the easiest way or the best way to beat PSG's energy and pace. Match them with energy because the midfielders are not strong, they are not fast, they are not the best possession-based player, but you can't collect the ball from them. So they are that's where energy comes in as you go for them man for man and you can run. That's probably the only way I think you can beat them. Because now it feels like the only team that can outpossess them are 2. Man City and former Barcelona. I don't even think this current Barcelona can outpossess them. So just make sure you go at them all those running that before you control, close marking and all, then out to run. And that's the only way I think you can beat them. But football Champions League can be weird. As great as brilliant as they were, they could only score 1 goal against Liverpool, home and away. Just shows they need a 9 as well.
Yeah,
Dembele is the inverted man who plays as their top 9, and that may be their challenge. But I think of all the teams, like on paper, they have the easiest job.
That's it. Yeah, they play Aston Villa.
But
Barcelona.
It's not that easy.
I think Barcelona. They are the easy. Barcelona, Dortmund, Aston Villa.
Dortmund is a tricky team.
They were finalists last season.
It's very tricky team.
Yeah, but now I think they're 7th in the Bundesliga.
But
they are the most unpredictable team.
Aston Villa has Unai Emery.
Yeah, but before we move away from that Liverpool game, I think what I like about the PSG team, you said virtually everything, but one thing is their mentality. I think there's a huge switch in mentality from the PSG. With Neymar, Messi, they are losing games at this vital stage. Now they have younger squad. They've invested more in youth. But last season, they played very well, but they don't have that mental strength. If you watch the game at Anfield, there was a particular period in time where Liverpool were pushing as if they were able to get a goal close to the end of the game. And you thought maybe these guys are tired because they've been passing Liverpool to death and Liverpool had no answers. But that period, Liverpool came out, the home crowd was behind them and everything. And I'd be like, okay, maybe the game will switch. But we just found out that they stuck there. They waited for waited and they started again and they introduced some fresh leg.
Yeah.
And I saw that there's a Redo play and I'd be like, what?
Yeah.
And he's only a bench player.
Yeah. And also Zaire Emery.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy the way they play. And you could see the excitement in Enrique's face. He knew I've done a good job.
He has done.
You could see the way he was celebrating because he knew that was a very, very, very important game. And a good one for them. Bolu said Villa will be easy.
On paper, it's easiest draw.
On paper, but the Emery factor, the Emery factor
Because
there.
on paper, they are the weakest team among everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Except
If Lille are qualified, yeah. So it looks like that.
It looks like
It looks like that, but
firepower up front.
and
Merino.
revitalized Asensio.
Are they better than Merino as a 9?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay, so the 8th quarter finalists, Bayern will play Inter. That's how the draws will go. Arsenal, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Dortmund, and then PSG, Aston Villa. The talk after the round of 16 game has to be the Madrid derby. Yes, Real Madrid qualified on penalties, but Julian Alvarez, Bolu, look into the camera and tell you what, will Atletico Madrid robbed or not? Because that's what a lot of persons are saying, that because it's Real Madrid. That's why. Where did this rule come from? Why didn't he replay it? When goalkeeper step out of the line, they say replay. They don't say his team has conceded. Do you have anything? How do you defend this?
Do you know this phrase I'm quoting now? It's not from me, that only fools argue with facts. There's a standing rule that says double kick. You cancel the penalty, either in regulation time or not. Then this is probably the first time we are seeing a double kick in penalty in the VAR era. I can understand people's pain, but to call it robbery, to say it has never happened before, to call it cheat, makes absolutely no sense. What you should question is the rule itself. I think it's unfair, but they will tell you that most of the time it changes the trajectory of the ball. If you notice how Alvarez ball went, it bounced up. For those that say it doesn't change anything, I say if you play football, you know the slightest touch can change anything. Immediately, they were looking at his left leg pushing the ball first. No, that's not what happened. His right leg hits the ball over his left leg. It is soft, it is minimal, but I think what they used wasn't even the regular VR. They used the semi-automated to confirm, and that thing wouldn't lie about anything. It has nothing. Yeah. And I'm hearing they could have called referee to check. If it's normal VAR, that okay, we are not sure, they can call referee come and check. But for that one is, they even said, someone said there's a chip inside the ball that detects movement, motion, that immediately feels something. It's like goal line technology. You can't argue with it.
Yes.
Like I said, the rule is hard. Someone said those that are 69-5 that make rules, they never play football. So they didn't add the emotion into it. But it's the rule of the game. There are many rules that people don't know about until it happens. For example, in regular time, you know when you take a penalty and the keeper says you can kick it again. Yeah. If the ball hits the bar, you can't touch it. But people don't know. If you touch it, it's a foul against you. So it's something similar. It's the rule of the game. We have no choice.
I actually called it yesterday. I saw it. I called it yesterday. Even not even knowing.
If you watch the way the ball bounced.
Yeah, the touch was even that impactful, because there must be an impact for it to be cancelled. So for the trajectory of the ball went slightly off because it grazed the top of his left foot. So I understand the noise. I understand people want their Atletico to qualify. I would have loved to see Atletico, because I don't want Madrid to win another Champions League fight, because it's crazy when they get to this stage and they just hear that Champions League song come off. Madrid just wants to
win it again.
Yeah. See the ball Mbappe used to win a penalty. It's inhuman. People don't talk about it. I mean, people overlook it versus Mbappe. But how do you play one turn to the other side and without even landing your left leg on the floor, move it to the right again? I guess people didn't notice that.
And it was a bit far from the box when he got the ball.
If he had played like a normal human being, he would have blocked him or body checked him. But it was so fast that he moved past me that he needed to commit that foul. People were like, why did he commit foul? Don't you know that it's a important game?
But at the end of the day, he saved the goal. That could have been a goal for Mbappe.
Indirectly saved the goal.
Have you seen the Vinicius penalty?
Well, Asok is coming today with the backpack. I'm sure he was carrying the ball.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. That ball, Jessica brought it from Ogun State.
Damn.
Jessica. So, Vinicius penalty.
Jessica brought ball for Ogun State and you are the one that brought it to you.
She brought it to the studio.
Oh, that's why CJ sees one thing about her, you see the other thing about her.
Yeah,
you said we should not bring that to the show.
Yeah, she gets us numbers. Like, number. For me, I'm just about numbers with Jessica. The numbers must be like okay.
Number of balls?
No. Like numbers of views.
Are we still talking about the Champions League?
Yes, UEFA Champions League.
I don't know where CJ is going.
Okay, guys. We have enough time to discuss the quarterfinals, especially after the international break. So hey, we're going to jump on all of this and more. One thing is certain, there's this particular team in the last 8 that have won 15. So don't bet your money against them not winning 16. We'll wrap up the show today with our FPL. There's FPL this weekend. Yes, there's FPL. Surprise. I am looking at top transfer in Bruno Fernandes. How? Since when did Bruno Fernandes become?
FPFL fans are always
because Man United are playing Leicester. I also got him.
I captained Cole Palmer against Southampton and Leicester. He didn't give me 1 point. He even lost a penalty.
Did you get Cole Palmer?
I don't even understand. Kingsley just have a way of believing in players.
I sold him since.
And he had Haaland, Captain Haaland for like long periods.
I still have Haaland.
I'm Haaland's number 1 fan.
I don't have Salah.
But he's not captain for like 2 weeks now.
I give to Palmer was a better option.
Is this weekend I'm in a
And he has not scored.
I'm going back to my Haaland this weekend.
I think 4 of my players are not playing this weekend. If not more than 4. At least I remember 4. Trent, Salah, Ishak is also not playing.
Yeah, I have Ishak. I have
Trent.
For someone that
I have Hall.
an injury, so Trent may not even play in the final.
Yeah, I have Hall.
For someone that signs players that are very cheap for defenders, how do you sign Trent? You just
Is the highest.
I signed Trent when I sold.
Is the highest point for defenders.
I signed Trent when I sold Palmer. I think Palmer or Haaland. I think I sold one of them.
Right.
But Trent has the highest number for defenders.
Almost 8 now. It's almost 8. So it was easier for me to sign an expensive defender.
Trent
is top. Yeah, Trent is top. And then So for players that have been sold, Palmer again is there this week. There's Isak, there's Cunha, there's Trent, there's Lewis Hall.
Cunha is banned.
Now I have. On
Ishak
this,
is not playing. Newcastle are not playing.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have been wondering how my fantasy career have been this season, the top transfers out this game week has 5 players. I have 4 out of the 5 players in my team. Hall, I get that. Palmer, I have. Isak, I have. Cunha, I don't have. I almost had if you didn't pick up an injury. Trent Alexander-Arnold is in my team, so that should tell you. But the transfers in Morgan Gibbs-White. Wow.
Because
I think for us, they have an easy tie this week.
Yeah, away to Ipswich.
Chris Woods also. Clivert.
Same club.
Olaino.
That's tricky. Yeah.
3 out of Forest players.
Because they are playing the team that they will beat well. Or at least probably keep it. Maybe I will even swap I know for Trent.
Then Bruno Fernandes. So nobody signing Haaland. What's happening?
They're playing.
Even Haaland is not signing.
But Ipswich are at home.
They're playing Brighton.
If they like, maybe
to Nottingham Forest.
The sign is just good now, and they are coming for the confidence that they beat Manchester City. So.
Okay, guys. We have to go, but before we go, Bolu 9 greens from last week. I think he can do 12 this week. So hey, please help us display Bolu's punters corner. Please display. Let's see it. Yes, sir. So you get to put your money where your mouth is. Just they are displaying that right now. So Bolu is telling you guys, put your money right here. I think having done Bolu, we can end the show. Okay. So then look at CJ is less privileged.
You see, that's why you need to constantly win. Because anytime you don't win, they forget you.
So let's also help CJ's career. Don't put CJ there. And make sure the picture that I use for CJ should not be smiling. It should be a picture where he's either crying. Because he cannot be smiling and make people lose money. It's impossible. So CJ, put CJ up. Let's see. CJ, I hope you have done the needful. We have 12 there. Bolu did 9 for last week. Bolu would do 10, 11 or 12 this week. He said he'll improve on the 9. CJ did 6. CJ says he wants to double it. So it will be 12 over 12. Let me not speak for them. Let's hear from them and go home. Bolu, what should they expect from your punters?
There's no stress. Last week, out of the 12, 1 game was not played. So if you had cut 2, you would have won some money. So this time, we can do it to maybe cut 1 or no cut at all.
Wow. Bolu, what if Tony Shola money? CJ.
I'm not promising you to use the salary to play.
At least cut 5.
So we just tell you. We'll try to make our best analysis.
No, talk for yourself.
No.
Bolu has done well.
No, okay.
Come up.
What we do here is we do the best analysis and give you the best permutations to win. Now we're talking seriously because we put sweat into what we do.
Literally.
Yeah, we do. And don't worry, for you guys that lost last week, I'm looking straight to the camera right now. you guys will definitely win something from us.
Okay. So what you do, I have an advice for everyone. They are going to drop their social media handles right now, and then for every time they make you lose money, just slide into their DM and ask for a refund. Bolu,
For every time they win money, bro.
talk for yourself.
But you know what I said it down.
No, I think Jessica will work on the handle. You know,
Okay.
winners don't cheat. Jessica is working on this.
Wow, I like your pride. CJ.
Right, let's go for.
Oh, Bolu is calling again.
I will not say anything, but we'll try.
He's talking from experience.
True.
We'll try to win.
He was proud last week. He now fell this week. But I hope you are not digging for crude oil for next week.
no.
Hope you are not Man United this
It's
weekend.
all white in spirit. So
This is all white.
we're going.
Do you have vision? Okay.
We started again.
Okay, guys.
We're all white this week, so we'll do well this week.
Okay, we just have to go. Special thanks to Elijah and his crew, and to the lady who gets us all the numbers, Jessica. I hope she gets us more numbers. And to Bolu Omoniyi, to Chijoke Ziali, and to myself, the amazing Kingsley. We are saying thank you for being with us. Thank you for always going on our social media platforms. If you can still do more, go to YouTube or go on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Premium Sport. You get to see their faces and then engage the content. Don't forget that we've got something for you. Yes, our predict and win. We'll be announcing that next week. So you get to know, yes, who and who. Those who have qualified to get to win our Star Times decoder with a 3 months of free subscription. Have a fabulous weekend ahead. Bye-bye.
Premium Box Office TV. Everyone loves premium. Premium Box Office TV is exclusive on Star Times.